everyone, we're going to talk about one of the most controversial newer restaurants at Walt Disney World, and that is Gwendolyn Rogers' Cake Bake Shop at Disney's Boardwalk. So some of you may remember that the Cake Bake Shop opened at Walt Disney World, and it has been a bit controversial because it is a very big change from what was previously at the Boardwalk, which was an ESPN sports bar type of establishment. Now, it took a while for a lot of renovations to take place in order to transform the space into the Cake Bake Shop, and I have to say it is one of the most beautiful restaurants that I've ever been in. The Cake Bake Shop is actually two things over on the Boardwalk. There's a cake bake bakery where you can go in and just grab some coffees, some lattes. You can also go up to the bar area in there and order some cocktails and a ton of bakery cases that you can explore. There's a lot of merch that they also sell that is specific to Gwendolyn Rogers and the Cake Bake Shop. So you can get a lot in there and don't need a reservation to go into the bakery. Now, next to the bakery is the restaurant. It is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner restaurant that also serves an afternoon tea for those special occasion type reservations. This is actually not something you need to book 60 days in advance in the Disney website. You can find it on OpenTable well before that 60-day mark. I went to Cake Bake Shop at the end of August, and I was able to book my reservation for lunch there as early as April. So keep in mind, if it's something you want to try out, you don't need to wait for that dining window to open. You can go on OpenTable and book it whenever you feel like you want to have your reservation. Now, it is a beautiful space. As I mentioned, as you walk in, it is decorated for each season, and we were there as they just had decorated for the fall. Beautiful leaves and lights and glimmering chandeliers. It is absolutely stunning when you walk through. This is the kind of place where you definitely want to feel like you're dressed up a little bit. I would definitely consider it a signature dining experience. A lot of times when I go to restaurants at Disney, your park clothes are totally fine. You can absolutely wear your park gear into this restaurant, but I did see a lot of people dressed up in sundresses, and there were a lot of people there celebrating special occasions. So it does seem like the kind of place you want to go for a more of an elevated dining experience. And the menu reflects that, both with the options on the menu and the pricing. Let's talk about what we did while we were there. We had lunch. It was about 11:30 lunch, and it was a great time to visit. It was not very crowded. The tables are spaced very well, and no matter where you're sitting, you can really just take in the sights and the beautiful decor all around you. We sat down and we shared a couple things. So I did end up having a mocktail. It was the lavender lemonade, and it was delicious. It was very similar to a lot of lavender lemonades you can find out there, but everything at the Cake Bake Shop is also decorated with a little bit of sparkle. Usually it's gold sparkles or gold flakes. It's all edible, but it does give it a little bit of a shimmer. So the shimmering lavender lemonade was really yummy. It was a great refreshing treat for midday. They do have a very long list of cocktails, also specialty wines and beers and different things like that. So if you are going for dinner or for a drink, it's a great place to check out some different options. Now, I decided to go with the quiche for my meal, and this was a ham, rosemary, and goat cheese quiche, and it was served with an arugula salad. It was wonderful. I will say the salad was really fresh and crisp. The quiche was good. I think for the amount of money spent on the food, it was a very nice meal. It was a good amount of food. It was enough to fill me up, and I actually didn't have room for dessert. Now, you do want to save room for dessert or take it with you to go. So that's what I did. I've never had a slice of cake at the Cake Bake Shop, and if you have been there or you've seen pictures, you know they're very large slices. These are $22 per slice, and there's a variety of different cake options that you can choose from, and I was able to take one to go. It came in a cute little bag and a little box that I was able to then enjoy later in the day in my hotel room. Now, what I will say about the cake is I give the cake maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I don't think it was a wow experience for me. I had the lemon blueberry cakes. I didn't want something too heavy, and it was a little bit dry for me. So for $22, it is a massive slice, definitely shareable. This is not a one person dessert. I think it was like, okay. I don't think it was worth that price. But what I will say is there are a lot of other bakery items at Gwendolyn Rogers Cake Bake Shop that I think are absolutely worth the price, and I want to talk about those. Both at the restaurant and at the bakery next door, you can get different bars. There's a magic bar. If you think about, those that if you've had them before, there's coconut and nuts and chocolate and all kinds of good things. I personally love the raspberry bar, raspberry crumble bar. It is so yummy. I've had it twice now. I honestly think the bars at Cake Bake Shop are some of the best desserts you can get in all of Walt Disney World. So what I will say is if you're going to go, prioritize getting one of those yummy bars. Maybe skip out on the cake, or if you really want to try it, share it with a few different friends so that you're kind of splitting that cost and splitting that giant size. But I'm a huge fan of just hopping over to that bakery. I did that in the morning a couple times during my stay at the Boardwalk, and just got myself a latte and a crumble bar for breakfast, and very happy, and I'm still thinking about how good it was. So let me know your thoughts on Cake Bake Shop. If you've been there before, did you have breakfast, lunch, dinner? What did you like about it? And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments section below and I'll make sure to respond. But I would say overall, it is a great one-time experience. If you've never been there, definitely do it for a special occasion. It could be a really fun event for moms and daughters, or for a girls trip, or just a family event that you want to kind of have a special sit down experience for. Give yourself time for this. It's going to be about an hour and a half, probably like most of the signature dining restaurants around Walt Disney World, but it is a really fun place to check out. And if you don't get that reservation, definitely go to the bakery, get a crumble bar, and let me know what you think about it. So make sure you check out my other reviews of some of our recent visits, including restaurant reviews, hotel reviews, and more. And like and subscribe. Thanks.